Alrighty guys, welcome back. So, today we are tackling this thing. There's a fair bit I want to do, but let's get to it. There's going to be some welding and installing parts, I guess, but let's get to it. Alright, so, really just over the couple of tests I've done, I've noticed some stuff that I kind of want to work on and fix. So I want to extend the rear swing arm a little bit so that my weight isn't as much over the rear tyres. These foot pegs are kind of dummied up randomly, are dog shit, I hate them, I gotta make them better. So that'll be getting changed. I want to move like the seat a bit further forward and mount it nicer, so this dodgy shit will be getting cut out. I got to mount the exhaust properly at the rear. There's brakes. I need to put in a new chassis support cross beam thingo because I dropped it out. Really just going over and doing finishing touches and essentially just making it work and run and rip. So that once this one, now that it's done, is properly tuned and dialed in, this one and this one can go for a little cent. But for now, we're going to start by extending the rear swing arm, essentially as long as I can with the chain. Yeah. Alrighty, so to do this, I'm just going to cut here. Same here, obviously. I've got a slightly wider pipe, which I'm just gonna slip over this, or sorry, probably cut it in the middle, so that I can slip over both sides. Slip over this, and then I can kind of just slide it up and down to the right distance I need, and weld it all up. So, yeah, I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so firstly, I'm just gonna take off the rear axle. Well, not take it off, but like just kind of move it so that I can cut it and kind of put it back on, test fit, move it, keep testing until I get where I need it to be. So nice and simple, just take off the bolts. Axle done. Oh yeah, so if you can notice, well you may not notice, but new sprocket's on. So, that happened off camera, but that should make things faster. So essentially, now, we just need I'm gonna measure it just to be a bit more accurate. But I don't also want to bother this, so I'm going to cut it as close as possible, so 10mm. It's a bit short, but I don't want to affect where the brake is. That's all cut. I'm going to get my axle back. Essentially, now this, I'm going to get my chain. Whoa. Put my chain back onto here. This up, but I'm going to get this as far as I can and get the same height that these were in line and weld it like that, and that will be extended. So as you can see, I actually switched up the pipe that I'm using, or tubing, sorry. It's the same stuff that I actually used to extend the chassis, so it's just a quite thick tube that's literally the same size as the inside diameter of that. Slide her in. Get this one. Get this side. This is going to be kind of hardish to do. Should be able to go in. I'll try to get both of them in evenly. Come on. Well, the chain is now too long. I mean, too short, which is a good thing because I need to tap these in. Sure. Do I? Yes, there we are. Ooh. A little cheeky little. Yeah. So, chain is on. I think. So that's the furthest back soon. I think. Yeah, that's the furthest back soon. So that's kind of actually the length we're going, which is nice. Sure. Nice. To just confirm this, we're going to measure off here, and we are on this side 136 to the axle, and this side we are 135. So since this side's got the chain, I'm going to go mill it in there. So you know what, I'm going to hook over and make it easier. Oh, easy. 165. Oh, easy measurement to read. And 165. So, that's it. Alright. So, I got them in. I got them square and even. Just gonna tack weld it into place. As I do, just gonna slightly lift here so that this makes these dead straight to where they are. And then yeah, fully welded off that. But first let's tack it. Alright, we're very dodgy tacked into place, but we're just going to take rear axle off so now we can weld it. So we're done to get these tyres away as fast as possible, and then we're going to grind a bit of paint, a bit of whatchamacallit, a bit of grinding to clear out this shit so we can weld it properly, and then yeah, swing it on, it's extended. Grind it back a bit. Okay, so that's all welded on. Not my favourite welds in the world because I just didn't really clean up enough paint and stuff, but solid enough. That's also patched, so let's get the axle back on. All tightened. Okay, now we just got to tension chain, tighten engine bolts, and get exhaust back on. And then a quick dodgy test. Because I love quick dodgy tests. Now, the exhaust, I may need to chop some out for it. Just because... Essentially, let's give her a test. Alright, well, first thing, suspension's already a whole lot better. Before it had like nothing, which is nice. Now, give her a pull, fuel's off. Well, it's sketchy about brakes and, not tuned right, but, yeah, she runs and feels a lot better. Definitely a lot better. Whoosh. Alrighty, well, I don't know how much of that you actually saw, but definitely runs a whole lot better, as in acceleration, and all that. Hella sketchy about brakes, obviously, because I can't stop, so I can't actually see if the power works properly. Bit of tuning, bit of whatnot. I think I can tune this car, but I don't really know. But, if you could see, the sliders turn on almost roll. So, I'm going to change these to my wider adjustments that I made. Then there'll be a bit of adjustment in the steering. And on the rear, I'm going to see if I can kind of make a spacer that goes in there to push the rear wider a little bit, because yeah, it's you turn a little bit and you almost roll. It's kind of terrifying, and I kind of want this thing to actually go maybe a little bit sideways or just have some fun. I don't know. PVC tyres on the rear are just fun, I guess, and not roll. But yeah, let's widen the front firstly. Alright, well that's the front widened, hopefully aligned as well, and yeah, I'm going to bring it on another quick test drive off camera, see if that's helped, and I'll get back to you. Successful. It actually didn't want to roll at all anymore, which, very nice. So, now that I've done that, I'm going to look at, sorry, we'll take this off. Cutting this out, and basically figuring out how to remount the seat a bit further forward, which may entail cutting this out, maybe this out as well, so the clips can still work and it hooks onto that. Don't Don't know. We're also going to get a chassis brace in here. Firstly, I'm just gonna prep these, do that off camera, set the welder up, and then get that welded on in there. Nice and easy. Cool. New seat mount down. Cool. So now that we welded on, seat can go in, clip onto its little, if you can see that at all, the clip can go down. You can't see that at all. You can see that at all, there you go. Clips down onto the little clip. And yeah, it's actually nice and pretty tight. Once I tighten the front bolt, but yeah, there you go, seat mounted. Alright, so I also quickly cut out that plate, which I'm going to re-weld, essentially just like that, so that the seat can, show you on the underside, these little pins can go in there and that locks it in from going side to side. So yeah, once again I'm just going to get it prepped up, tacked on, fully weld. Alright, that's tacked on now. Now that that's tacked on, without hopefully, probably will, but melt the seat a little bit, that's right. Will that work? That does, nice and tight. Next, we're going to get chassis brace in. Should just be able to put the same one that I cut out back in, but I'm just going to notch it around and do it internally. Cool. So now that's all good. Basically I'm just going to clean this up and weld that back in there. Just like that. So yeah, just clean up, hold up, weld that back in there. So just, yep, no, something like that. And then yeah, then we've got a cross brace again. Just like that, we got a new chassis brace. So that will not only stiffen up the actual thing, the actual quad, they'll make sure that the quad doesn't cave in and break on me, because yeah, that wouldn't be ideal. Alright, so having to think about the foot pegs, and I'm going to actually leave them for now, because I'm gonna buy something for that and do something. I don't know how to explain it. I want to buy something for that to make that actually work a little better. But for now, we need to mount. Stuff falling out the end. We need to mount the exhaust properly. So I'm gonna essentially put that bar in there, not make it work properly. The little tab that I cut off before, tab onto that, weld onto the bar. Yeah, mount exhaust. So let's get on to mounting the exhaust then. That is all in there and notched around and situated in place. Now it's got a welder in. And then again, I don't know if you can see. That's done. I can lift up and bolt can go straight through the hole. Lovely. Lovely. So I'll get that bolted up and then I'll get back to you. Alright, as you can see, that's all welded in. Little tubby's all on, holding the exhaust. Nice and tight. Not bad. So now that we've done that, I'm actually going to start figuring out the brakes because it's pretty much time to start actually like really testing this thing. Having some fun. So yeah, let's dig through my brake box. I got to figure out this T thing for the front and get some brakes on. So brakes aren't just gonna bolt on as you'd expect. Got to make some probably custom brackets. Maybe move some shit. I don't know if the calipers will fit. So that's me for tonight. I'm gonna get back to it tomorrow. Probably the same episode, but yeah.